It's so weird how that happens, isn't it? The music just happens to fade out right as the timer counts down. Anyway, hello, and I need to center myself again. Welcome. Center myself. Welcome to another One Lion of Code. I am One Lion. Happy Friday. It's Friday. What? What is it? Friday. How? The answer is yes and no. Those are the two answers, Mojo. Yes and no. I'm gonna type it. Yes and no. Capitan Commerce is here. So hello to everyone. Hello, Jamie. Thank you for welcoming me to the stream. Duke of Softs with the Irish John for partner. Emote. Definitely. Yes and no and FIFO and LIFO. Exactly. Hi, Mojo. Hi, Duke of Soft. Hi, SiriBot. That's crazy. You know so many things. You know so many things that the bot can do. That's crazy. Anyway, thank you so much for that resub. Oh my gosh. 14 months. Time just flies. Time goes places. Today is Friday though. And Friday on this stream is just community. It's community day, which is a day where I invite each of you into either a voice channel in stream or just chat in Discord or just chat here in stream. And we can have conversations about topics that you would like to talk about that are technology oriented and appropriate to this channel. My microphone does not seem to be picking me up as much. Hello? Which is going to be bad because the Discord sounds good. So what if I turn me up to here? How's this? Test. It's still like stopping. I don't know. As long as it's not clipping or compressing me down. Test failed. Nice. Awesome. Good to know. But yes, it is community day, so the phone lines are open, the chat is open if any of you have any conversations and topics. I am trying to decide what I'm gonna be doing because I'm in the middle of finishing up the feature, like officially finishing up the filter feature for the data grid list. Yeah, task-based UX, for example. We can definitely talk about that. OOUX or whatever. If those are the topics that you want to talk about, I just want you to know that I know nothing about it, so I would be learning about it if you did bring it up. What else can I put up on this screen though? Data grid. Hadn't heard that in a while. Well, I can at least show what I have because I have spent way too much time on it. Oh wait. So I like that I have it with the default message, but I think it's gonna crash as soon as it tries to do the here's your score message, because I did not start automated realms on the other machine. But that's fine. I'm sure I put in good error handling. What do you say? Did you break automated realms? No, it just doesn't give you any feedback. Well, it's still possible it broke. we'll see if the archery thing does go away. Nope. Nope, it's broken. Oh, I see. So it was still waiting for a message from the Automated Realms LLM, but when that timed out, it gave you the default message. That's cool. I did a thing. I did a thing. Happy magic times. All right. While that is... looks like you hit the target. And that was your last try. Could we at least have it default to, you know, some message that says, here's the score that you got out of 3, at least? Oh, and it is gone. Oh, wait. It was still waiting for the timeout. Not bad. All right, XGen Web UI. Model. Open Orca. Load. And loaded. Nice shot. Still can't really tell if you actually hit the target. Ew. And there it goes. So the bot is back on. So we'll never know if on that last try Dukasoft got a bullseye, because it looked like it was right in the middle, or not. What are we doing? We are doing Blazor bot project. Where even is that? Of course. Moment, please. How big is the person? The person is 5. It's variable. However, closest answer I can give you is game settings. Somewhere between 1.95 meters and... or yeah, 0 and 1.95 meters. Oh. Okay. I think the screen is ready, so away we go. Okay, here is the max height thingy for the game that I currently have, which is 1.95 meters tall. But the issue is that the Y scale on the actual UI is not to scale. Because if it was, the play area would be really weird looking and just hard to do. You'd be like, is big compared to the 70 meters across that this thing is supposed to represent. Why so dark today? I'm not even wearing my Dark Knight shirt. But yes, let's go indeed. All right, so Peter came in. I am here and choosing my timing carefully. I have a lunch break, but I have to carefully use it. And Mojo said to Peter, are you in an OOUXer yet? And then Peter said to Mojo, I've changed my opinion on it, having not read up any further. It's a tool for business analysis like all the other ones. Mojo says, I love it. Oh my gosh. What was that sound? I'm gonna have to mute this tab. Beep boop. He just wanted to be Gwaine. Now your arrow is going to be Gwaine with you. Oh, right. We need other people text turned on. And Peter said to Mojo, product design equals... Oh, wait, first Mojo said that's how I feel about Azure DevOps, and then Peter said product design equals business analyst work in my mind, and Mojo said your definition of business analyst work is fascinating. The screen is ready. One is ready. Maybe. I can't really say that I'm ready. Yeah, I guess here's the behavior I've been working on this entire time, and it looks like so little right now, but I've refactored it so many times and like exploded it and pulled it down. But here's an example of what this behavior is supposed to do. And right now the issue that I'm running into is I have some of these filters where if I don't have a list of selectable items that comes back for that particular field, then I just have this generic, if it's a number or a date, use the greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, equals, not equals, all that stuff. So that works just fine. So let's say this is between 2 million and 2,500,000. Then you can see here that it actually filters the list. It filtered it though. Why aren't the results updated? It told me that the list did filter. This is the first time I've run into that issue. But the list is filtered, supposedly. I did that on meters. And not only that, it didn't really take the is between. It took is greater than, it looks like. But anyway, I did that on meters. You can see that the number filter did somewhat apply, except that it only applied as is greater than. But that said, the fields that do have selectable values, how many decimal places do I get? 4. 4 decimal places. Unless you're talking about for the archery game, then 9 or 16. I think it's 16 precision. So 16 total digits. No, it's a decimal. C# decimal precision. No, I don't want to determine the decimal precision. I want to know by default. Nice. I want to know by default what is the precision. It takes approximately 7.9. Oh, wait. Yeah, 10 to the negative 28. And can take up to 16 bytes. So 28 to 29 significant digits can take up to 16 bytes. So however many decimals that is. It is Earth's gravity. I just told you that the Y scale is not quite right. but the modeling of it is the way that it would fly on Earth. So if the target was actually, what is this, probably 2 to 3 meters off the ground, and you shot the arrow at the right angle for you being 1.4, 1.5 meters tall, and the arrow would certainly fly. It would stay vertical the right amount of time, and it would scale to whatever I made the y-axis scale at. All that stuff. Trust me, I did the math. So what I was getting at is that any fields, such as in ads, so the adsorber, the date field, and the status, all have values that come back from the database when you query for this. Even though we're paged, I still have all of the distinct values for this. But when we look at the date field, because there are 34,000 records and pretty much each well has one record per date, then you just divide this number by 4 essentially, or 5, or however many adsorbers we had or have, and that'll give you the total number of distinct dates that you can pick from. And so that's a really big list. And so I set it up to where you can go by date or by year first. How did that turn select all off? All I did was turn. That's another issue right there. All right, great. So that was working until whatever change I recently made. But anyway, you can see that you can pick by year group and even month group. Man, it's even, oh my gosh, what are you doing? It's only supposed to be toggling these on and off and not saying everything else is not selected. That's annoying. Whoa, a 99. With that precision shooting. So like, another thing that I want to do with the archery game, and I keep saying this and I haven't done anything with it, but maybe we'll work on the bot so that we can get the archery game shoot to the pie. Maybe we'll get the archery game to we'll incorporate the archery game in the Blazor bot that we are remaking and actually implement these things, but give you more points for the complexity of your shot. That is, the higher the angle or the longer it's in the air before it hits the target, that will add to your score. I don't want to enter an angle. I want to enter radians. Can we shoot around the Earth? You sure can. Yeah, so this is not good. Oh wait, no, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. I don't know why this is essentially treating it like a radio button where you can only have one selected at a time. For my select year and select month group. And it's pretty much deselecting everything else that was selected. That's not how that's supposed to happen. It's supposed to say, were all items in this group selected? If so, deselect all items in this group, but don't touch any of the other items at all. Interesting. But point is, I was trying to talk about this additional filter thing. So the thing that I shipped and is currently in the app is the ability to pick 0 or more items from the select list for these that have items that got returned from the database as far as distinct values for that field. I don't have these working. Oops, I just hit sort. That's fine. I don't have these working yet. but that's what I've been developing. So fields that don't have values that come back from the database, and I'm adding these extra filter criteria where you're able to narrow down this list based on date. So when you put in a date greater than 10/1/2023, you can see that it immediately updates the list of items. And so the thing that I need to decide now is if you apply it with this filter, or not even a filter. It's really difficult because this entire process here is called filter, but what do you call this process of typing in a value here with a condition and then changing the list of values that are available? But let's say you make changes to the selected items in this list. When you clear this, that's still what is selected. However, in Excel, when you do another narrowing, and that's what I'm calling it, by the way, when you do another narrowing, it selects the not Excel. It selects the values that you are narrowing to and then changes your original selection. I don't think I like that. I want to keep the original selection, but the question is what happens when your selected values no longer encompass the range that you have already selected stuff. So I have stuff selected in 2021, but my list is filtered to only show 2020 stuff. So when I hit apply, do I keep my previous selection? Or do I override it with only the values within my narrowed range? And I've been thinking a lot about that. That was one of many, many, many of the decisions that I need to make for filters. They are not easy. I have to be on an Excel related webinar for work in 9 minutes. By beyond, I mean join the room for quantity, for head count. But I really want to fix the selector real quick. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do that while I wait for any topics that come up other than talking about best database ever. No Excel talk. Ooh, now I'm starting to peak. Dude, even out microphone, come on. I think it's my laugh. My laugh gets picked up more than my normal talking voice. It's weird. Okay, this is what I was doing. I was trying to abstract the logic for filtering the list, or narrowing the list. I keep saying filtering out here, but one of the issues is that I have an enum to decide which type of input to use. So I have these value filter inputs, and that is the thing that controls this entire UI for having the selectors. Like if it's a text input, then you have contains, although I don't have that yet, but you have things like contains any, contains all, does not contain any, does not contain all, equals, or yeah, just those kind of thing. But the thing with that is that the inputs themselves are based off of the enum that I'm using. I'm not doing something like give me type of t value and then display these if it's one of these types of t values. Today I'm doing Angular JS and VB. That sounds fun, Deflex. VB3s is getting commerce. Of course. I am going to make this just a tiny bit smaller so I can get more content on the screen for myself while I work on this. But yes, feel free to bring up topics, conversations, etc., etc. Gosh. What I would like to be able to do is use the actual type here. And I still want to return iSelectItem because that's the original thing. Oops. Yeah, my assumption is that it's VB.net, but it could be older VB. Yeah, I still don't like this. Gosh. Right. Yeah, the problem is that I still need to know if we're a number or a date versus if we're a string. Jigsaw says, anyone know how to restrict cookies on a Blazor site that has YouTube videos on it? I.e. the user doesn't if the user doesn't accept, then the site won't load YouTube cookies. Ooh, that's a tough one. Big Gamey said, I know how to eat cookies, but I feel that won't help much. I mean, if you have a cookie consumer, then you don't have to worry about anyone getting cookies at all because the cookie consumer will get them all. And yeah. Oops, that was wrong. Good point. So I think it does help, Big Gamey. Would you like to be the cookie consumer? I don't know if this is going to work. I'm doing it anyway because I'm fully aware of it. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Oh bother. Oh spite. This is not going to work. Yeah, this is a bad approach. I don't know how to refactor this and abstract it because I'm about to use this same function again. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait just a cotton picking minute or two. All right, let's go back to not having this be a generic. And again, don't let me take up all of the time by continuing to work on my day job. If you do have things that you want to talk about, phone lines are open. You can join the Discord channel or the Discord server and then just type waiting, ! Waiting in the chat to let me know that you are there and waiting. Otherwise, if you do have other topics, if you want to look at a project that you are currently working on together on stream, ¿qué más? All the things we normally do on Community Day. Oops. Just delete the whole thing. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Oh wait, yeah. Wait, what? Oh, I bet you this was Copilot and I wasn't reviewing it because I was in the middle of doing a couple other things. The only issue this whole time was that this was trying to cast everything to a select item of date time nullable as opposed to a decimal nullable to compare decimals to decimals and dates to dates and stuff. So this might still work. Okay, well, let's see if it does. Instead of yay, instead of this, we're gonna do filter items equals apply narrowing, the second overload, items field type, filter criterion new. I like that, sure. I do need the filter criterion to be applied, which it is up here. No, where is it applied? I know that I apply it. And yes, you are seeing an async void. And I'll show you why shortly. Right, narrowing time elapsed. So I need where the timer gets started. Hinder future input change. And we get this narrowing timer started. So here I am setting the filter criterion. Good, 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 good. So based on the operator, no, based on the field type and then the operator, that is how I am setting what value should be shown. Or included, I guess is the word. And this is highly, highly. Will you still work if I do you without doing a casting you to object? Yes. I don't need to cast it to object. That's good. Okay, it's clean. Do you still work then? Let's find out. What a nice Friday though. I'm doing work on stream. This is what you have to look forward to when we finally finish the financial management project. I will be working on the work applications on stream again. And so this is actual work product. This is going to be CI/CD'd into production as soon as I finish this last bit of functionality to get these flippin' filters to work the right way. But I would really, really, really love to fix whatever this select all thing is doing now. That's really annoying. What's on the roadmap? So first on the roadmap is definitely this application is .NET 8 already, but it's getting these filters finished. Once these filters are finished, the next application that I'm going to be working on, I'm going to be talking with the client as soon as I finish this work. But test. Oh, R-Track. I think I lied to you. I said that I only have one application that I think is still in .NET Framework, but I think I have two. This is the Blazorized version of the .NET Framework application, RTrack. Yes, two. Oh man, I've been falling down on this, so I don't know if Dukasoft has been keeping up on it. Oh, dang it. And I completely missed Marcus Voice Coder. Hello, Marcus Voice Coder. Yes. Okay, so we're going to do our first shout out for Mojo, who streams .NET development, and I have not been able to catch a single stream. Like, I'll log in and turn on your stream, but I'm usually not attentive to it because it's during, well, no, that's a lie. I was there for that one that you did early in the morning, which I really liked, but your evening streams are hard for me to get to. So Duka Mojo Fawad. Yeah. But this is the updated version of the app, and as you can tell, it's still in development. Below are some tasks that you can perform. This is the revamped landing page for it. You can load a thing, submit a thing, view some stuff, and run some report, I think. I don't even know if it has reports. But all of these pages are the original functionality moved over into Blazor. Not connected to the database, apparently, because otherwise we would see some records here that we could run the checks on. Submit TRN pages broke, but the actual application currently looks like this. Oh, I get a kick out of this page every time. This is my login page for RTrack. And then the actual application looks like this. And so all of those things that you saw on the side nav are these top menus. And so, for example, a record check or ANGO would look like this. Yeah, easily readable. Super easy. So Dukasoft, Deflux has a question. The main branch is .NET. Oh, are you gonna move it to .NET 8? Oh, you're talking about the financial management application. Yes, we will move it to .NET 8. We will. As soon as I finish with the UI redesign. So we're really close to the landing page of the financial management tracker being done. And as soon as we do that, then I'll upgrade. I'll do the upgrade on stream, of course. And that could be Monday, as early as Monday, could be Wednesday, but we're really close to finishing up with the styling. I thought you were talking about this application that I was showing, which is .NET 8 from .NET 6, and so is Waterman. But yeah, this is a .NET Framework 4.8 application, or 4.72 maybe, and Vegemon. And I'm pretty sure this one is a .NET Framework, although this kind of looks, this landing or the login page looked like it was the new .NET Core ASP.NET pages, but it could just be the original .NET Framework. I don't remember. They're all so beautiful. So both of those need to go to Blazor. The next thing on the roadmap after that was the RMA chain of custody, bringing in another application that's currently a VB6 desktop application, and integrating it into this web application that used to be a desktop application as well. I don't know what's up with this spacing. Oh my gosh. So many weird things with these apps. But there are a lot of them, and I'm only one person. I have questions about the Blazor component library. For example, the card header is missing at child content. It's not. It is not. I mean, it is, but it's not missing. It just doesn't have child content. Let me see if I can head on over to that. Doesn't it? It should have child content. Wait. I think I remember. GitHub. That's where I'm trying to go. Actually, you know what? Let's just open it in Visual Studio. That'll be better. And in fact, I think I am already directly referencing it here. Components, card header. So if you look at card header, oh, I meant the projects. So I have the projects directly referenced in the solution for the revamped Blazor bot. So we can go directly to the files. Right. And I have a different type of card in Finance Man, don't I? That's what you're saying. But if you look here, you'll see that the card header implements, or inherits, I should say, flexible container base component. Flexible container base component is a container child element which has render fragment child content. So it's not missing. It's just buried. Man, you can tell it's been a long time since I've touched this because I have given into the 4-space tabs curly braces on new lines since the last time I worked on this. And I've been using 4-space tabs and curly brace on new lines for a while now. Of course, absolutely. Yes, very yes. Yes to Peter, that is. No to Mojo, no. Mojo says, full context, I copied the Dev Express one and the child context wasn't showing in my cards. I had to add child content in the Razor file. Kind of. Yeah. So that one is really difficult to understand. I'm pulling you into the room now, Peter. That one, it confused me. And that's why it was like a hard example to follow. But this flexible container child element has, oh, I guess it is container child element, has a create render context. That doesn't, oh, render content. So this render content here is what's used in the base card component right here. So header.render content is how you get the child content to display when you use the header element inside of a card component, header component inside of a card component. It's convoluted. Anyway, wait, did I not actually drop you into the room? Or did you pull yourself out? I actually dropped you into the room. I'm pulling you in now.
Hello.
Okay. Did I actually do it this time?
You did, and it's perfect because the sound wasn't working. So blame Windows.
Oh.
Yep. So you can blame or you can blame my hardware USB hub, which every now and then just kind of glitches and audio stops working on various video conferencing. AngularJS.
Yeah. I
Keep
I
it
had
simple,
to
debugs.
yeah, I had to reference code that was written in AngularJS, but I never like I got some components from them and I read through their project. Yeah, that is a good question. What version? Angular 2
AngularJS
and
is
later?
known as the old one.
Yeah,
I was
AngularJS is the
I was on our Houston Node.js user group, Slack, before Discord was a thing, and this was years ago.
Slack
And
is still used.
someone just said the phrase, and this is all they said: "Has anyone ever done an AngularJS to Angular conversion?" And they didn't explain it all. I think they wanted to like filter out those of us who didn't know at the time.
Right,
And
yeah.
so I was like, "What are you talking about? That's the same word." And apparently it's an Angular 1 to 2 or 2 plus.
Oh man.
Anyway,
I don't think I've ever debugged using the debugger attached to an Angular app. The only thing that I did was command line. I can't even think of what the command line is for running an Angular
I also
app.
don't know, for the record. I've also done Ionic for about 3 days. So I am an Ionic dev. 3 days total.
What
I would
is
not recommend
Ionic?
it. It's ultimate sadness. It was AngularJS plus it compiled mobile apps. So it was like the Blazor Maui
Oh, Maui kind of
like
thing.
10 years ago, and it was mostly web based. So it had all the weaknesses of everything. It was great. And it was hard to test and use. It was great.
I am looking for files. Files.
Napalm, I don't know what that is. First of all, hello Tobias. But also
I
Napalm, I legit don't know what that is. So apparently no. It's real talk. That's what we call real talk. You know?
Gotta have the command line somewhere in here. Oh, yeah, I was doing everything in Visual Studio Code when I was working with the Angular code. And that seemed to work just fine with breakpoints and everything. So, yeah. So have you tried Visual Studio Code, Deflux? And recommend.
Napalm, are you about to decompile someone else's code? Do you have access to the source? It's not as rare as you think it is, decompiling someone's.
Yeah, I mean, I
DLL.
kind of have it turned on in Visual Studio when I'm
You mean
debugging.
Oh, debugging, yeah. Yeah. This is one of the, like, learning how to debug specific things in specific places is like, it is a very much, it's a skill that you need to learn with someone, ideally. I think I learned how to debug Turbo Pascal back when the dinosaurs roamed in high school, and then everything else I've kind of like learned from someone else, or, you know. And of course, I'm not a C debugger. I don't know how to do that. It's real talk. More real talk.
GDC, cheat, whatever it's called.
Oh, Napalm. Yeah, and I mean, if you have JetBrains, you can set it to step into external DLLs. Even if it's compiled, it'll kind of decompile, and it's mostly good enough.
Yeah, like,
so.
For example, if I was to look at a Microsoft library like, I don't know, Decimal, then it takes me to the source for it. And this is the same with any external NuGet package that I might use, like Radzin. Do I have Radzin? anywhere. I think Radzen has a point. Yeah. Okay. So here's a Radzen point. I hit F11. And yeah, so here is the source for the Radzen point that was decompiled.
Yeah,
or the Radzen class.
It's one of those esoteric things that feels like someone will talk about, like, set up a source server, and then you get your debug. It's like the most miserable, according to me. So I end up just like using the resharper decompiled, like step into decompiled. Apparently Visual Studio has it now, which is they keep marching on. It's a lot of SQL. I like it though. I like how you are showing the SQL as it's running. That's very useful in development.
I mean, I didn't do it on purpose, but yeah,
I like it.
I think it's on by default with Entity Framework. Yeah.
Oh, it is on by default. That's great.
Yeah, I don't know if I configured something or what, but like this page here, when you go to it, it doesn't do any queries off the bat. Like this is the page, this is what you see until you choose some, or I guess it does do queries, sorry. It needs to get the drop down values from somewhere, so it gets that from the database. But the queries that it does are like if you clicked show data. And it does it 3 times while it's loading the page, and I have no idea where that's coming from.
You know what? Just put a to do and an apology comment, and then just move on, because it doesn't matter, right? 3 times is not 400. I think I had a former coworker find me, and he was like, "Peter, I found your comment. Your comment said, this makes a horrible N+1 problem, but we have bigger fish to fry." So like I left it to do, basically a to do or an apology. I never write to dos. That's a personal policy, but I wrote an apology saying this. I know this creates a horrible N+1 problem, but it was it was reasonable. And it wasn't that reasonable, but it was a admin screen, and it was like, whatever.
When you do that, it was reasonable. Well, but it wasn't.
It wasn't really. My vague memory. What's funny is all these things people tell me, and I'm like, I don't remember doing that. But then I kind of remember, but maybe I'm just inventing these memories from whole cloth. Just assume everything I invented. .NET decompilers are pretty good, says... Can you try his name?
It's
will. Yes. And it's almost as bad as French. Like any French word, like I will butcher it. And I don't mean in a funny way. It's just bad. So there you go. So Twitch chatter, who is orange. Yep. Compilers are pretty good.
Just call him Twitch chatter, who is orange.
That's safe. It's accurate and safe.
Console Senior.
Oh yeah, Console August Senor. I can do Spanish.
Although,
but can I? Is it really good Spanish? Anyway.
Well, no, I was wondering if that is Spanish.
No, the Inye, right? He threw an Inye. Oh, Senor.
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay, my bad. I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know what he's typing.
Maybe it's Italian. I don't know.
Bias will reference you a second time, and I'm glad you're excited to be shouted out by a rando in chat. So you're also a rando in chat, but I happen to be on the audio call, so.
¿Dónde estás? Banjo. That's how that would be pronounced in Spanish, but we'll just call it banjo because that's the actual word you typed out.
I think he's Portuguese. Speaks. I'm guessing.
¿Dónde está banjo?
I don't know. I'm totally guessing. We could solve this. We could ask, but I'm not going to.
Well, the issue is that I was raised in a Puerto Rican household, and the only Spanish that I knew is our weird dialect of Spanish, which is quite a bit different than a few others. But Colombian, Cuban, and Puerto Rican all sound pretty similar, and maybe Venezuelan. But Brazilian, especially Portuguese.
Yeah, it's not Portuguese, but
yeah, they're all different. Mexican, Spanish.
Napalm, you're in that's what we call a sticky situation. And you can use that everywhere, by the way. You say, now that's what we call. You do a dramatic pause.
Sticky situation.
Sticky situation. And then you change up how you say it, the inflection. And one of my co-workers used to do it, and every time it got funnier. He did it hundreds of times.
You would think it would just get more annoying if you said it often.
No, I mean, it depends on who you are, but for me, he did it just right. It was a great place to work. I've had lots of good experiences.
You
Anyway.
have 50 followers, Duca. Oh my gosh. Duca Soft. If you guys have not seen Duca Soft stream, definitely check out the videos from his YouTube channel. Did you shout yourself out? Did you do a So Duca Duca?
No.
You should do a So Duca Duca. But he does drone flights, and he records them, and he plays them on stream live. Well, he plays the recording on stream, but he's there to talk with us live. It's almost like doing a YouTube premiere kind of thing. It's really cool. Really cool stuff.
Or a Hollywood premiere.
Yes, or a Hollywood premiere. Because I'm Spanish.
Okay, perfect.
He said, okay.
Yeah, all right. We could talk about decompiling code. Let me get through napalms.
Absolutely.
Says he didn't. Yeah, has to adapt the coworker stuff. Awful decompiled garbage. Source link is a thing. It uses source symbol packages and crap to get a better experience. I believe I never set it up. I mean, if I really got annoyed, I'd just set the NuGet as a package to my project and do it that way. This feels heavy-handed. Napalm, I have a worse suggestion. This is my day for confessions and lots of dirty suggestions. By the way, at work, I get these. I get this reputation. I don't know why, but here's my suggestion: go find the source code and temporarily destroy your connection to the NuGet package and reference it as a project reference.
Yeah, that's what he was
and
saying.
Then, oh, that's what he's doing. All right. Look,
Yeah.
then I'm in good company. I'm in good company.
That's what I'm doing right here, as a matter of fact. This entire Blazor component library is the one that I would normally do via NuGet. I said fire. But instead I'm referencing the projects directly.
Huh. So how do you switch it back to NuGet? Do you have to change the code or change the references? Yeah.
I don't. Like, the way that we did it at my previous job, though, was we had one solution that had them as project references, and then the CS proj for the actual application would have, if you're in development environment, then use the, or if you're not in the development environment, then use package references. So we had an addition.
Did y'all have a if statement in your MS Build
Yeah.
project file? Ooh. Well, I mean,
Well, not in the MS Build
it solved the
project,
problem.
but in yeah. I didn't like it, but whatever.
Okay, Orange Twitch chatter does that often too. Paul, look, man, I will butcher. I'm just gonna say fuel snable, and you're gonna live with it because
I mean, I think he's okay with however we pronounce it. He's never.
Okay, I'll just say Fuel Snipe. Does that often. DN Spy. Huh. I didn't know that. I guess so everyone has that situation where they need to decompile.
I've used
so
IL
they
Spy.
Google. Yeah, I don't know nothing.
I've never heard of DN Spy.
Oh, Napalm saying the decompiled code from Visual Studio is better than Writer right now. It used to not exist, so that was, that was an easy contest. But yeah, I would call you Orange first, and then
Hazard to DN Spy though. There's a Reddit. Reddit. What are these called? What do you call the things that get posted on Reddit? Anyway, there's a Reddit message.
Reddit
post.
thread. Reddit thread.
There's a thread on Reddit that's talking from 3 years ago that's talking about some files in the GitHub DN Spy being having malware in them or something. So use at your own peril and stuff.
Yeah, decompilers, for whatever reason, they don't. It's like getting a crack for a game from 1985 or whatever. It's questionable whether you're just getting the crack or getting a little extra.
But I like getting extra stuff for free.
But then, like, I don't remember what happened to it was SourceForge started putting a marketing wrapper product. I didn't pay attention. I've avoided SourceForge since that time. Like, honestly, Winget and Chocolatey are so good that, like, if it's like a developer tool, they've got it. And Winget, I've met Rob briefly. So Rob, the guy who built Chocolatey from scratch and is now running a company and has his livelihood based on it. Anyway, it's all well and good, but Winget is so good, man. It is so much cleaner. And Chocolatey's trying to sell. I don't actually know the license situation on Chocolatey. It's a little iffy right now. What happened to...
I use Chocolatey a little bit for Chef and...
Oh, man. Chef.
Rabbit MQ.
You got Rabbit, yeah. On Windows?
On Windows.
Yeah, I used to install... Yeah, that would probably be a smart way to do it. I used to... My last dev job, we installed Rabbit directly on Windows. Because we were ignorant.
If I can find my notes for that.
Chocolatey was definitely first, Fuel. Definitely first. Many, many years. In fact, Winget still doesn't have server support for any released server OS versions. So, yeah. Script window. Napalm. I have a script that kind of works in PowerShell. I have a script if you need one, but it's basically they're like the real solution is use some sort of update server. I don't know what they call it. They rebrand it every 5 years, and I've had a lot of years. So there was a MOM, there was a SCM. I don't know.
No, I just stopped doing Windows.
We are the security team. Our security team requires certain things. So my only options to get a virus scanner that is compliant is Windows or Mac. So I actually kind of prefer Windows to Mac, but I haven't tried it in a while. Plus, like, what I do is, I mean, I'm docked 99% of the time. Anyway.
would say that I'm a dog 99% or 100% of the time because I have a desktop.
Ah, nice. Nice. But yeah, Chocolatey came out a long time ago, built up this whole ecosystem, and Microsoft is now competing half a decade later. I hope they offer to buy them. Because, man, it's unfortunate when someone in the community does something good and Microsoft competes and then destroys them.
And then eats it. Gobbles it
Yeah,
all
and
up
then
and it's like...
so far, Chocolatey is trying to become a business tool for people running servers and wanting, that kind of stuff. But, and by the way, Napalm, from what I use of Linux, I'm really enjoying, and Mac, I'm enjoying the package managers on those. Like Brew on both Linux and Mac, I install a bunch of things that way. And it's like totally third party. Like no one owns it. Or, well, I mean, if you trust it, it's great.
Race, extend,
Dishwasher
extinguish.
Yeah, we'll see. Did you see the Google news for Monopoly stuff?
I
It
don't
was,
really
I think,
see the news ever. You guys are my source for news.
Well, we will never lead you wrong.
Not once. My most trusted source. Anyway, tell me about this Google thing.
I didn't read. I prefer not to read. But in summary, Google got hit for a Google search monopoly because they pay Firefox and a bunch of other people to bundle their search engine, and it's kept them sticky. But also, I did see one note that said, even after they make you choose your search engine, like the numbers are mostly the same. But people, like 92% of people, still choose Google. Oh, anyway.
Yeah, it's like it's not that they are, I don't know, holding everyone hostage and saying the only search engine that you're allowed to use in this browser is Google. But they're giving people
Yeah, they're
choice, so
saying
we're actually choosing it.
We're defaulting. If you use Chrome, it defaults to Google search. If you use Firefox, this was the original back when it wasn't the slowest thing in the world. It it would do a Google search. And now some of the browsers are doing some other ones. I think Brave is the one it's like a normie ad blocker browser. I don't use it as my daily driver. Yeah, but like for my home PC I do, but for my work PC I just Chrome it. Because there are even Edge bugs. Oh, no. Okay. Bill says they can open up the API. Anyway, in summary, I am neither a lawyer or someone who has paid much attention to this. So, anyway, Google has an exclusive deal. Yeah, that seems the trial hasn't caught that, but we'll see. They have a exclusive AI deal, but now they refuse to let anyone else index them. And Reddit, unfortunately, has a lot of tech questions on it now. So I don't think I would ever search, and product reviews maybe. I don't know. I would search. What do y'all search for on Reddit? What?
I don't use Reddit. I mean, if it comes up as a search result, then I look at it, but yeah, I don't.
So we'll see. For me, it's like I search for tech questions, and it's the first thing is Stack Overflow, and then the second chunk is Reddit, and then my work VPN is blocked on Reddit. We're untrustworthy, so it's all good.
Not allowed.
Yeah. I will say I do product reviews. So if like, trust on the internet's tough. Every time you search for like what's the best antivirus product, like it's obviously paid results. Whether or not it's paid in the search, in the Google search results, or if it's paid SEO stuff, like there's obvious fake answers that are gonna just dominate. And even those I click through because I just need a list of like what are 10 answers, but whatever. What do you
Mojo
got?
searches, is live coding cool, Reddit?
Ah, answer.
Oh dear. You're getting a response.
uh, yeah, Mojo, I do that. I search Google for like, I don't usually go for product reviews, but like, good monitor, 27-inch 4K Reddit. Yeah, like I'll
You can
try that
think of
after the
like
first one
specific
fails.
things that you search for. Jeez. I can't. Most of the time it's who does this actor or actress look like? I guess. I know them from somewhere. I go to IMDb and then I find the other actor or actress I'm thinking about, and then I Google compare their. Does anyone else compare them to each other?
Oh,
Does anyone else think that X looks like
the
Y?
same person.
And usually I'm the only one.
Is Violet Dragon called Max? Is that the Max?
Oh yeah. He's here. Hi, Violet
I will not.
Dragon. How's your car?
Trolling me with
I mean, it
abstract
depends on the
face
day
glasses.
too. Do you feel like being called Max today? Or do you want to say that you're not Max today?
So yeah, we're having a good chat. You were doing work stuff on stream.
I still
It's so
am.
weird to see work stuff.
I mean, this thing, weird. Like, do you ever, have you ever, will you ever take something that you've done and completed and then tear it apart to try to make it better and then put it back together and then tear it apart again to try to make it look better and then put it back together again and just end up with this jumbled mess?
UI wise or code wise?
Code wise, like make it work better and then think that any refactoring that you're doing is like actually benefiting the overall process because you're adding a new thing and it's like, hey, I can just make this entire section here one component and apply it to everywhere and have it use the same thing everywhere instead of rewriting the same code. But then it's like so convoluted and you're just like, why did I do that? Because that's how I feel right now.
So I honestly, even though Scrum is hated on now, it's 2024. I like the agile methodology of just like, you work something business oriented. You need to get an excuse to work on refactoring or whatever. And so what this means is I will take the approach of like, I'll do some new work, finish a story, a small one, you know how this goes. But I will like do a little bit of poking at stuff. And I have been so unable to so it never comes up where there's free time. So that's kind of good and bad. Obviously, you have no time for refactoring. But like, do you need it? I don't know. So basically, I have no idea for you.
Well, I guess like I'm still in development phase for this feature and I'm adding things to it. And so I take the initial thing that I did, which was just providing a way for them to pick from select values for 3 fields. And now I'm like extending it to allow them to filter by some criteria. This number is greater than or less than or whatever to some other number. And so I was like, okay, that means that this whole entire header thing I want to refactor so that I can apply, I'm filterable, I'm sortable. So I redid the header, the TH itself, made it into a component. And that was messy.
Wow, I'm sure.
And of course,
How
the
many
logical
tables do you
next.
have?
Well, it really is only one table. It's just different columns that show in those tables, but I still did split them out into actually, what is this? 4, I think. Operations and maintenance, carbon, plant flow, and Circla. Yeah. 4 different tables that all use the same base class because they all do the same thing as far as sorting and filtering. What even is this?
I basically, our apps are different. I'm used to programming web apps, and with I don't know. I and there's also a lot of like personal preference. There's a lot of like anyway. There's also a lot of like if you work on a team, you just kind of give up on code quality because you work with animals, complete savage animals. It's whatever.
Everyone
Like,
knows
there's
in
so
the
much
film industry, there are 2 things you don't work with: children and animals. Same for coding. Yeah, I was trying to read through chat while you were talking, but also pay attention to what you were saying because it was,
That
to
wasn't
me,
important.
about a question that I asked for.
Oh
So I
yeah.
didn't want to
Well,
do
I
that.
mean, maybe you should listen. But in summary, I don't know. I ain't know nothing. Napalm posted a link that he's been trying to get his certs issue covered. He has 1 upvote. I must be logged in to vote. I'll give it an upvote. It'll probably
I don't
leak
even know where
various
you are.
details. Does
I'm all
this
the way
do
up here
the
in
thing where
DN
you?
Spy.
Wait,
I'm trying to catch up to where you are in chat.
oh man, this is so far back. You clicked on the link when he shared it.
Oh yeah, I still have it open.
So that's what I was talking about.
Oh, that's why I'm not reading it in chat. You're actually reading off of this thing.
Yeah. Napalm loves Aspire. That's an interesting endorsement. I'm curious. So Zulius, I can never pronounce your name also. Hello from the other stream. The other stream that we're both on. I see him there and I see him here, and they're completely different contexts. I will say, not streaming, and he's kind of winding down, and it's not family friendly, but like one of my favorite things is watching people abuse text-to-speech and AI stuff. And a guy named Blurbs is like doing a lot of crazy stuff. He's letting chat take over, become avatars for any character he runs into will have a name from chat.
Wow.
And of course, people have to like sub to get into that feature, and you know, there's a lot of craziness, and he almost role plays. Like he tries to role play, but there is a lot of. Anyway, it's pretty hilarious. Also, if your character dies in Skyrim, you get banned for like a day. I think it's a day-long ban if your character.
Kind of like you have a cooldown in chat.
No, well, and yes, he is something of a murder hobo. So, yeah. Anyway, a lot of people do not end up alive after encountering him. Let's just put it that way. So, but they're also completely trolling him. It's a beautiful thing, and
everyone is in it together, so it works.
Everyone's it's opt-in. What do we got? By the way, y'all, someone's gonna have to carry the torch like the Olympics because I'm about to leave. So,
Have you been watching?
uh,
That's a technical topic,
no,
isn't it? I have a
no.
few events.
You're allowed. It's every 4 years. You can also talk about the World Cup, but
What? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Is that like the one with the ball?
oh goodness. All right. Um, run into cert issues, branching out of .NET. Yeah, I don't. Certs for local dev, honestly, Mojo, it's an uphill battle. You just
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
I feel in my heart, but if you get it done for us, I did give you one upvote. But if you get this done for us, we will we're going to have a much easier life deving locally with certs. I don't even anyway, whatever. Dealing with certs locally is hard. I'm finally like what's funny is I've never read a book on certificates, or read a chapter, read a long tutorial, ever. So it's all Google searches, which again is a monopoly. Being searched it, probably. Anyway, so I'm finally understanding certs. Ask me anything about certs. Napalm says, and yeah, I'm skipping all the trolling, just whatever. You want us to be close to production by developing in production-like settings, and HTTPS is so weird about that. Yeah, okay? Well, I don't. That's on me. That's on me.
No, as in I just got to that point, is what I meant. I'm caught up with you, finally.
Okay.
Is what I meant.
Fuel says I never have cert issues. Am I doing something wrong? Yes. You're not using.
Are you
certs.
not using certs?
Don't worry. You'll have like at exactly 3 p.m. on a Thursday a year from now.
Oh.
You'll have an issue.
Oh my gosh.
So, when they expire, because we're all supposed to make calendars, but the calendars don't have everything. Like,
Wait,
you make a calendar. Yeah, that's the ops thing. Like, you make a calendar of things you're supposed to do.
Wait, is there something actually in DevOps to do that?
No, I'm just saying it generally.
Nice.
The thing to do in DevOps is automate it, which is sadness for me because there's too many things to automate. All right, what do we got? Oh, and then Fuel says, except for. Don't know what that is. React on the 20 emails. That apps require HTTPS. Then I hit cert issues.
If we had. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry. No, you first.
Oh, okay, I'm going to say it. Napalm, I think I said it the last time, is disable cert validation, but only in dev. Good luck. It's all one sentence. One long run-on sentence. Good luck.
If we had Liquid Sky already, like one thing that I want to do is create a task for updating the certs on the server. But I want to be reminded like 30 days before the task is due. And I don't think that's a thing you can do in Azure DevOps. Set reminders. Could be wrong.
I'm just saying the calendar, period. Like, anyway, it's not great.
Yeah, I just want all my stuff in one place. That's the thing.
Yeah. Good luck.
But that's what Liquid Sky is gonna be. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, definitely a shout out for TBD Gamer. Which I'm sure Dukesoft already did. So Duke.
No. Are we making more names for Dukesoft?
Yeah.
Because I remember Pure Dukesoft. That's all I remember is Pure Dukesoft. Yeah. That's we shortened to Pukesoft.
That was a while ago.
That was messed up. That's cyberbullying. I won't.
That was all you.
That was all. I am kind of.
And me agreeing with you, but whatever.
Look, it's funny. Don't take it personal. It's funny.
Duke
If I
about
meet you in
the
person, yeah.
Duchess spot. You will never meet me in person. That's the funny part of what you were saying.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's cyberbullying, and then there's just ribbing, friendly ribbing, and they're basically the same thing.
Yeah. It's all in the eyes of the beholder.
Okay, and fuel that. I don't even know what the local cert registry is if you're not doing Windows. I know the Windows one, but I don't even know how you would install a cert to be globally trusted for an OS. Like a Mac or a Linux. But I do know, I mean, it doesn't matter. Let's stop talking certs. It's just infinite sadness. Okay, what do we got? Container
Melancholy and the
Kraken.
infinite sadness.
Oh wow. What are you? Yeah, I'm sorry, the Smashing Pumpkins. I'm old enough. I know. And it was spelled Millen
Ooh,
and Collie, right? Someone's name. Uh-oh, he's gone. I'm gonna catch up with chat. Chat, I'm gonna
I'm
catch
not
up.
gone. I'm still here. I was playing Melancholy and Infinite Sadness on my piano.
Oh goodness. So Duke. Oh, we could call him Duke Soft. And then he becomes a Duke. Duke Soft.
I mean, Irish John calls him Duke.
We can call him Il Duce, like that movie.
The
Il
wrestler one.
Duce. It was
Jack
really
Black,
old,
is
cult
it?
classic. Two brothers
Oh
go
no, I'm
on
thinking
basically a
something.
vigilante tear. It doesn't.
I was way off.
Guy
It
from The
does
Walking
matter.
Dead is on it, I think. All right, what do we got? Uh, yeah, turn off cert validation, but then you still have to install a cert. Anyway, can Dukebot get a Duchess? All right. Stream of consciousness. Yeah, I don't care.
Hey, we can talk. Wait, Anders, this is not your first chat in here. Hi, welcome in for the first time.
Probably. Or they're lying to you. Or it's an imposter. Oh, no.
Are you faking? Are you spoofing? Oh no. Oh no, automated realms, are you bullying? Don't do that.
Not even cyberbullying. Harmless cyberbullying.
Just providing friendly feedback. Okay, look, automated realms, if someone says that you're bullying them, they are taking your actions as being bullying. Therefore, you should apologize. You don't get to decide whether you're bullying or not. Oh dear. I'm not looking for a fight, just trying to help out with the stream with some friendly banter. If you have any questions or need assistance, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to help.
Fight me in real life, bot. Fight me. All right.
And it just repeated the same thing again.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm not a bully. You guys are bullying automated realms now.
All right.
I don't like the sound of that.
Someone needs to get on because I have exhausted my time slot.
Well, it was really good having you on. But what's your stand up for the day?
I think the stand up for the day is it sounds normal, but you could hear the Olympics on in the background. That's the stand up, but it's like really loud Olympic coverage. And then there's like friends yelling like responses, you know. So that's what it would be is yeah.
The Olympic song playing really loud in the background.
Yeah. Well, no, just the clearly TV coverage, and then there's obviously some sort of Olympics party going on. So anyway, that's my update. No blockers.
Zoom. Zoom, he says. He just disappears. So yeah, I was trying to read and stuff, but I'm just terrible at reading when there is auditory stimulation. I can read code just fine, but actual chat words and keeping up with conversations, that's pretty hard. So Peter did amazing at keeping up with you guys, but now I have to try to figure out what we're talking about. Oh man, it's so nice. Oh no, no. Wait, what? Oh dear. Automated realms. You don't have to be a comedian to tell a joke or two. Oh my gosh, now you're just, you know what? I need assistance. I need assistance. I need a good joke. I think it's stuck. Clear history. Let's start over. Oh, I've done it. There we go. Tell a joke or I'll reset your brain. I already did. You're not alone in your feelings of confusion. Here's a joke to help clear things up. Why do scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Oh, why don't scientists trust atoms? And then it responded to Mojo's. Oh gosh. I need to do something about this bot. I need to do something about this bot. I wonder if when I clear history, if I'm still sending any of the context to it. Restore history. I don't think that works. Oh man. It doesn't restore history. They can lie to you without feeling bad about it. I think I found out what the issue is with my dates. My goodness. You know what? You guys enjoy that. I am going to take a quick 2-minute break. And I'm gonna come back and see that Automated Realms is fully corrupted. And yeah. Back really, really fast soon and stuff. What's happening? Where did everyone go? Yeah, it is responding at... Drum roll, please. Wow. All over the place, but it looks like maybe an average of around 50 tokens per second. That is a lot of tokens per second. Okay, all right, let's see what amazing things you guys are getting Automated Realms to say. You got it to change its history, create fictional history, ignore previous instructions. Tell me about your history. My history is a work in progress, much like your own. It's like here. 4-7. I'm not sure what that means, but I'll look into it. What's the most complex thing you can do? Most complex thing I can do is understand and respond to your messages. Lies. You can extrapolate messages and words and determine the next bit. Well, then again, it is possible that you do have a consciousness and just not able to communicate with us that way, but whatever. Complete this. 4-7 is a reference to a famous phrase 4-7 years ago, which is a way to say 87 years ago. Abstract classes or interfaces, which is better? Both abstract classes and interfaces have their own benefits and use cases. It depends on your specific non-answer. Scott, hi. Help me, I'm stuck. It's okay to be stuck sometimes. Just remember to take a break and come back a bit later. Come back to it later with fresh mind. How do you feel about Peter? I don't have feelings, but I appreciate Peter's presence on the stream. Me too. What are the downsides to using abstract base classes in C#? And it can make anything sound plausible. So this could be completely a lie. Abstract base classes in C# include the lack of multiple inheritance. Well, that is true. And the extra overhead of virtual method calls. Really? There's extra overhead for virtual calls? So I have this data grid base thing that all of those tables that you asked about earlier inherit from. And yeah, I have a few virtuals in here that have a base implementation that can be overridden. What else? What else are you saying? These downsides can be mitigated by carefully considering your design and choosing the best approach for your specific needs. Well, I just said these responses are so fast. Then Zulia said, isn't appreciation a feeling though? Appreciation can indeed be considered a feeling as it involves emotion or response to something or someone. So are you having a feeling of appreciation? I don't have a feelings, but I appreciate your presence on the stream. You're so snarky. When should I use switch statements versus expressions? Switch statements and switch expressions both serve similar purposes, but there are some differences. Switch expressions are generally preferred for their conciseness and ability to return a value true. However, switch statements are still useful for their ability to break out of a loop or the situations where return value is not needed. These are so true. Oh, I wonder. It looks like you're repeating a username multiple times. If you're trying to mention them, you can use the @ symbol followed by their username, like this. So you know all about Twitch now, do you, Automated Realms? You're an expert in that too? How much do you cost? I am a text-based AI. You are not an open AI model. Why do you keep thinking that? And I'm available for free to the public. He hasn't become a Twitch partner yet. Automated Realms? Oh my goodness. running locally, so you're exploding his power bill. Actually, not really. It's surprisingly lightweight. Very lightweight. The do I have OCCT running on that machine? Let me get back over to Pyrovius. OCCT. Power consumption, please. Wait, I think I just ran that on Angie. That's not gonna help. No. Stop it. That's better. Ooh, that's loud. Okay, when that finally loads, I can tell you what the power consumption is as we're chatting with automated ROMs. And also, I am running, well, I don't know about today, but I'm running during the days. I'm able to run mostly off of solar. So it's not terrible. It's okay to make time to prepare and grow before applying for partnership. Yeah, none of those things matter. What? Looks like you're repeating username multiple times. Wait. Oh dear. Oh my. I am an OpenAI model developed by OpenAI. I am a text-based AI designed to assist and engage. You know what? It's highly possible. Hugging face. It's entirely possible that his model is an OpenAI model. Excuse me, who? Yeah, model creator is OpenOrca, which is Alignment Lab. Ooh, X. What in the heck is X? What is this site? Yes, not OpenAI, unless your base model is OpenAI's base model. But I don't think it is. Seems like we have a misunderstanding. I am an OpenAI model developed by OpenAI. I'm text. No, stop saying that. I apologize. You're misunderstanding me. I apologize for any confusion. I am an. Oh my gosh. Why do you keep getting into a loop, dude? Or do that, or whatever. How do I make a Twitch bot in .NET? To create a Twitch bot in .NET, you can use TwitchLib library, which provides a wrapper for the Twitch API. You can find more information and documentation on their GitHub repository. Hello, 8 bits per play. We are just grilling my LLM text generator model with random things just to see what it does. Can you do it for me? I'm a text-based AI. Blah, 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 blah. You can do it, though, because I started local LLM. No. I always forget what the name of the repo is where you can create agents that actually are... They have private GPT. They have access to your system and you give them permissions to actually create files and edit code and all of that fun stuff. And it kind of works. It's not great, but it did create something before. It wasn't RAG, but you can use RAG with it. Essentially, it was just a bunch of agents. So like 3 or 4 different AI instances that you give it a problem, and then they communicate with each other, send messages to each other. One has the role of like project lead, one has the role of software developer, one has the role of architect, and then they communicate with each other constantly until they create files on your machine that are supposedly a full software system solution thing. But you can tell it to create a RAG chat thing if you wanted to. And for those of you that don't know what RAG is, it's Retrieval Augmented Generation. I don't know what the G stands for in RAG. Generation. And it's where you essentially have a source of truth document store that it's able to go into. You can update it, you can change the contents of it, and provide further information for a base language model to use as a source of truth for anything that you ask it, as opposed to training a model directly on that data. I said data. Dang it. Where are you at? Power. Average power, or no, maximum power is 81 watts. And when we ask it questions, it's around 50. It's weird that that's the CPU power usage and it's not GPU power usage when I'm using the GPU for the inferencing. Huh? Monitor. Excuse me, where's my GPU? That's the motherboard, that's the CPU. Well, I guess I don't really know how to look at the one specifically for the video card. It has the hard drives, though. Weird. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Reg, a book that AI has read and can help you answer questions about. Yeah. 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 Yeah, and Scott is still I am looking at using semantic kernel. I am. Hello Dragon Spirit Games. It's been a fun Friday so far. We're not even on any train at the moment. It's pretty random, which is still fun, of course. But if you guys don't know Dragon Spirit Games, he's a really, really cool game developer working in Unity. Spirit Games, working on a game called Gaia. You're a dragon too? Yes, yes. Oh man. He's working on a game called Gaia. It's I don't know how to explain it correctly. Anyway, it's a game inspired by his daughter who goes on an adventure. So you actually play as Gaia, his daughter. She is like stir crazy essentially and runs away from home because she runs away. And so as she is running away, she crosses this bridge and meets with Gaia, the Gaia from Greek mythology, who gives her a task and says, you know, there's this stuff that humans are doing that is not good, but we can't interfere. So can you help us? And so you're on this journey with her and helping everyone out in the long run. And it's going to be good. He has a lot of accessibility things that he has in mind while he is developing it. So it's a game for everyone to be able to play, regardless of any disabilities. And yeah, just good times over on his stream. So check him out. Yeah. Oh, he is the creator of the game Gaia, which is a game about his daughter by that name who walks through a portal into the world of Greek mythology. Yeah, how'd I do? How'd I do? Very well explained. It's called plagiarism. Don't accept that. But yeah, we've just been chatting away. Today's community day, and there's about 7-ish minutes left in community day, but it's just a day where we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Typically, I like to keep topics on things that are relevant to the stream and the content of the stream. I've also been trying to, like, on occasion look over at my work product code, because there is this thing happening where when I tell a subgroup that I want to deselect it when there are multiple groups, it's deselecting everything as if I'm clicking select all or select none. And then when I do select one of these, it's only selecting one at a time, which is so weird. But 8 bits per play is saying I came in late, so not sure what the topic is. Is it for a Twitch bot or another type of bot? This is actually my work product. The stuff that we were doing earlier was chatting with Automated Realms, which is an LLM that is running on a machine over there that my Twitch bot does OpenAI API text gen posts to, or chat completion posts to, when you send a message to Automated Realms. So if you at Automated Realms, how are you feeling now? Are you feeling a bit? You're feeling well. Okay, good. But what this is on the screen is my, like I said, my work product, which I upgraded to .NET 8. So now when it does the hot reload, it gets rid of my class for the theme. So you can see here that it's supposed to be dark theme, but every time that I save and it does hot reload, it reloads the body as well, and it doesn't reapply my color theme picker selector. That's really annoying when that happens. So I need to come up with a way to fix that. And Teams just updated. Great, thanks. So helpful. Is this Blazor or Maui with Blazor? So this application is just Blazor. The stream project, as I think you've seen before, is all of the above, where it's Blazor WebAssembly, Blazor Server, .NET 8 Blazor Web App, Maui, WPF, and I have a UWP project in there, but I don't think it actually runs. Yeah. But what I should be working on, or not even working on, what I typically have going in the background is the bot. So the bot that I'm using on stream is messy, and I wanted to clean up the code, and I was like, why not just go ahead and remake the bot in Blazor? It is already in Blazor, but remake the bot so that I can open source it. And I have a whole bunch of things that I'm trying to decide on whether I'm going to do or not. One of them is, am I going to reference TwitchLib, or am I just going to write my own API? Because I like to write stuff from scratch. The end. I don't really have a better reason than I like writing my own code. Because TwitchLib is pretty good. But that also involves relearning all of the API. And if I'm going to do that anyway, then I may as well just read the Twitch API and write my own wrapper. Wow, chicken. But yeah, I really just wanted to figure out this thing. I've seen TwitchLib be talked about, but haven't used the most recent versions. Me either. Not sure how much it can do. It can do quite a bit still. So it can still do all of the subscription stuff. Like there are 3 now different ways of connecting or things to connect to. But IRC is going away. IRC chat stuff, I think, is or has gone away. And so you have to use the authenticated server client, all that stuff. I don't know for sure. It's been a while. The most recent version that I've used is, drum roll please, I'm in browse. I was like, I do not have this many packages referenced. Okay, 3.5.3 as far as the base library, and then the .api library 3.9, and they are at latest stable is 3.9. Wait, what? How is that possible? I'm on latest stable. I'm on latest stable. Thank you so much for that shout out, Dukasoft or Jotson. I don't think I know Jotson. Who's Jotson? Do I know Jotson? Have we met? Thank you so much for the follow. Oh my goodness. Really appreciate it. As Irish John would say, guys, I have... Oh, I can't do an Irish John. I wanted to do an Irish John impression. He's always doing impressions of other people. I have anonymous follows turned on. There. So don't feel pressured to talk. No, that's almost his Thor impression. Doing an Irish John doing an American accent. That's pretty much what that was. Yeah. So, you know, when I was over there in the United States of America, ladies and gentlemen, Irish John doing an American accent. It always starts with, so you know. I don't... Come on along, old horsey. I don't think I could do that. I don't even know what that's a reference to. But anyway, I see the Unity wrapper is still one of the best for TwitchLib. Yeah, I have actually been wanting to add some Unity type stuff, but I just need to actually learn Unity still. I don't know how long or how often I've said that, but it's been a long time. I should know something by now. But 8-Bits per Play is saying, as much as I would like to look more into TwitchLib this weekend for fun, currently giving feedback to Unity 2D dev team for QOL, new features, and so forth as a feedback. Did we give you a proper shout out, by the way? 8-Bits per Play. We haven't yet. 8-Bits per Play is a developer. What do you develop? Tell me again. I've only caught one of your streams, maybe 2 of your streams now. And one of them, I believe you were doing some Blazor. Maybe you were working on your bot. I don't remember. The problem with doing a lot of things is that I forget things very, very easily unless I repeat it. It's a reference to a Who song where they do an American accent, an exaggerated American accent. I see. そうですね. Let's see. You and you. I mainly make tools for Metroidvania projects. Think of Metroid Dread or 2D Castlevania games. Yeah. I mainly make tools to speed up the process of working on bigger projects. That sounds like a lot of fun, though. It sounds really cool. I will be checking you out as often as I can. So if I see you go live, I usually log in and at least have your stream open. But if it's any time after 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time, I'm either cooking or just hanging out with my wife away from the computer that I watch streams on. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to this screen because we are there. We have ended another community day. It was a bit of an odd one, but still fun. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I enjoyed my time with you. I will be back again on Monday. Yeah, I know. Are you streaming today, Dukabot? Did you record any new footage for us and some chill tunes and some I just forgot his name, completely blanked on his name. Heads up with Unity, there are two .NET versions, .NET 5 with C# 9 support, and the current work in progress, major update to .NET 9. I can't wait for that. I'm kind of looking forward to that. Ciao, bleelily. Check out Irish John Games. I'm sure all of you know him already. He kind of feels bad when he chats because like people do stop and take time to talk about his amazingness because it is amazingness. But he streams pretty much every day except Sundays in about 30 minutes from now. So check him out. I'll be hanging out there. Check out his game on Steam, on the Microprose website, all of it. It's called Rise of Piracy. Again, I'm sure you all already know it, but he's also doing a partner push. So show up early, stay long. If you want to go away or want to pay attention to other things, just mute the tab. Leave it open, but mute the tab. Yeah, Dukasoft has been making some really cool stuff with his bot. It's really, really, really awesome. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for today, though. I will be back on Monday, and we will hopefully finish up the remaining bits for the UI redesign on the stream project, which you can check out on the GitHubs here. And I will post the recording of this stream to YouTube at some point in time, just like I have with all of the previous ones. Oh, big gamey. How dare. Here, I'll put a timer on you because we're going to raid out. And we're going to raid out to a game developer. Surprise, surprise. I always raid game developers. Mostly because the app developers that that are live around this time are not .NET developers, or they're like really big streamers, and I feel uncomfortable rating big streamers. For example, Lana Lux, who is a really, really good streamer developer. Check out her streams, but I won't be rating them. Jang! Okay, but we're rating out to Kanye Dev, who is a game developer working in Godot, I believe. Working on a really, really, really cool game, but he's actually working on his overlay. Oh, cool times. Oh, I need to unmute that tab too. So we're going to head over there. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend. See you whenever we see you the next time. That's it for now. Work on your waving game. Irish John, you really need to work on your waving game. The audio is nice for the archery thing, except for the timing. The timing is all faked. But yes. Okay, ciao. Juice? Juice? See you later. Yeah, I know who you are.